Episode 2 was also very good, the Wheel of Time, and I'm just like still can't believe that this show is out. I'm literally up at 4:30 in the morning to watch my show. Like who does that? So episode 2 falls from the story like they just ran off from the two rivers. It's pretty devastating for them because like their life, like as they know it, which is like gone, and they kind of accept it a little too easily, in my opinion. Just how they're like, okay, let's go. Again, there is some backlash, but like they didn't even try to not go, which was kind of like, because their town was destroyed after this. But like I feel like the actors should have been more like conflicted, but they kind of felt like they were going. They had fights with Moraine, but they didn't have any trouble with just leaving. And yeah, like this first one, it starts with like especially like the river crossing, like when they try to cross the river with the ferry, and with the ferry person, he goes, okay, my family's back there, and then like Moraine was talking to Egwene about this, like if he had let this man go back, like he would have been like just like eaten by Trollocs, and then the people would have came back to get at them, so they couldn't really do that, and it's a kind of conflict of interest, but that's just kind of crazy. This episode also starts with the White Cloaks, and like Torchwood has to die again. Like White Cloaks are like awful. See that happen is kind of annoying and pretty violent. Honestly, I don't remember it being this violent. It's kind of unnecessary. I don't remember Wheel of Time being violent whatsoever. I remember having some pretty cool fight scenes, but like not Abercrombie violent. But been pretty like there's hands on the floor and just stuff like that. So kind of all crazy, and yeah, so it's just a little bit hectic, and like White Cloaks do meet them. They meet them crying, and then what's his name? Moraine was like lying, like not lying, cleverly lying to the White Cloaks, and talks to Egwene like, oh, why did you lie? But like telling her how she can like skirt the three O's, like by telling what people don't think, but they're also kind of telling the truth, which is kind of a cool thing, and he's telling them, and it is adapted pretty well. And the main part of this episode, like the main like event I talked about last episode, review, like these have events they're trying to like surround. And the main event in this one was Shadow Logoth, and I'm just really excited to see what happens next to Mat after what happens, because I know Shadow Logoth is a big imprint in my mind. And like first of all, like they were sleeping somewhere. Rain had a bad dream and he threw up a bat. And then they wake up. I think Egwene talks to Moraine a little bit earlier, but she talks, and then they're on, and Egwene is officially on her side and like kind of defending her in this moment because of this talking. And like now that these like there's a murder roll, they wake up and say murder roll, Lan has to go. Moraine doesn't really want to go there, but like Lan is like, okay, like this is our only way because they don't follow her in. And so far it's a pretty good adaptation. I like how they portrayed all the characters. I think their friendship could be, I like how each player is portrayed, but I think their friendship could be a little more tight. I think they can like portray their friendship a little more, in my opinion. And yeah, so like they have to go into this into this like city, and it's like really, really fun to see just like this, and then like knowing what happens after. It's crazy. And then Moraine wakes up and says, "You've doomed us all," which is very true. I don't remember if that part was in the book, but that's a very good sentence because like she told her not to. And it's funny how like Lan was doing what's best, like because it wasn't gonna keep him alive, but also like it's hard being a warder because like everything you do, like oh you suck at life. And obviously what happens. Mat takes the infamous dagger. I'm not going to say what happens next, but it is very, very crazy, and you're in for a roller coaster. And eventually the city kind of turns to dust, or like turns to this black thing that kind of turns the horses to dust. And like, because again, it's Shadow Logoth, like a lot of crazy things happen. Moraine tells her like the craziest story about like they don't want help, the old two rivers, and like, and it's just insane. And then obviously what happens is like there's the main POV split. Like there's I think it's Egwene and Perrin and Mat and Rand literally on the other side of this black thing. Like there's black splitting them, and they all have to run literally other ways. And they're both got in the city in totally different ways. And like they're both like Mat is swimming, they're looking, and obviously the big thing at the end was obviously Nynaeve coming to Moraine and Lan, because they were, again, like, they're all split up. I don't know, like, I remember, like, there was a couple POV stuff. The one thing I'm missing is Tom Merlin. Where's Tom Merlin, honestly? He made the Eye of the World amazing. But it's just one thing noticing Nynaeve comes back. I don't know how she survived. I don't remember her getting taken by Trollocs in the first place, honestly. But I'm intrigued to see how she actually did it. This was another really good episode. I like it just if it's not just carrying on the story. Like, I like how each episode has a center event that happens. And so far, it's very promising. Again, like I said in my last episode review, I'm not gonna be like, oh, this show's gonna like be amazing. I'm gonna say I like it so far a lot, but it's gotta impress me a little bit still. Like, it's like, again, like CGI, I don't know, and so far it's pretty loyal. It's taking some liberties, but I like it like that. Like, so make it interesting for the book readers. And yeah, so far I'm really excited. I still can't believe the show's coming out. I've done so much preparation. Doing actual reviews still blows my mind. But yep, that was my review for the second episode. I'm gonna review all the episodes, and tell me what's your favorite part of this episode in the comments below. And yeah, definitely make sure to subscribe to me, and see you guys in the next video.